I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today I'm hoping this is going to be the final part of the stationery box. Today we're going to make some small thank you cards and some shaker tags, so let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to do the shaker tags. So I've already cut out my tag. Now you can do any tag size you want. I have actually used this from the Christmas, I think it was, what's it called, Wishes and Warm something or other. I've got it out somewhere. Wishes and Wonders it's called, and it had this lovely tag in it. So I'm going to use that because I've got that tag. You can also, let me just see if I can get my volume. I'm hoping this doesn't affect, sorry about the wobble. But what I've done is I've cut the tag out and then cut more or less the same size in the acetate, which measures just under 2 inches by 3¼ So that is the acetate side that I've used for this and the other ones that I'll show you. So I use the to and from the Christmas tag buffet set because it's a lovely font, but you can use any. There's lots of sets with to and from in. I just like this font. So what I've got is a piece of backing paper that I'm going to use, and this happens to just be the one from Berry Blessing. So just use whatever DSP that you have got. So I'm just going to move out that and stick this on there. So this is cut out exactly the tag size, so I'm just going to put it into position to exactly tag size, making sure that it's exactly the size. Okay, if you get any bits over, you can always trim those later. So I've got the tag, and what I've decided to put in this one is I've cut out some from the birthday paper that was a long time ago in Stampin' Up, but I was just looking for things that I could make tags. So anything that you can cut out, as you'll see when I do the other set, to do for the tags. Now I have got this, what's it called? It's foam adhesive strips. So I'm going to mount my foam adhesive strips all the way around, and these are great for making tags with it coming in strips. So I'm just going to put this all the way around my tag. Now I'm going to go right to the edge. I'm making sure that I'm not going on where my ribbon goes in, so I'm just pulling that down a little bit, and then I'll cut that to the same size, so you can see. And then I'm going to get another strip, and this is going to go down the outside there, and just going to pop this at the side. So I'm even going to do it at the top as well. So oops, it's that side that wants sticking on, sorry. I think both of them are. So I'm going to cut this off at the bottom, and then bring it down the other side. Now I am taking it virtually to the edge of the card. It's a bit hard to do when you're filming this. I want it right to the edge of my tag. I'm hoping that you're getting this. I might take a little bit more off that one, and this is going to go along the bottom. Just stick that right on the end. Right, this I'm even going to stick on the top here so that it will support, and I might just take a tiny weeny bit for that other bit to support it. So let's take a tiny bit there. Now I'm just gonna check that I've got that within. I think that's okay. I wanted to take a little bit off that. That's a little bit too long, so I'm just gonna slice in there and take a little bit, because I don't want it to cover my little bit there. Right, so this is going to have the cake in, so I'm going to place the cake in face down because that's going to be the window, and then I'm going to put some of my silver sequins in. So gonna get a few pinchfuls of those. Actually, I think I've done this the wrong way, haven't I? Right, so just get your tag. I'm going to do it the other way now. I'm going to pour it so that everything goes on this part. Sorry about that. Did I have something that's picked up? A little bit of card that's picked up. I don't want that. Right, so this is my sequins that I'm going to put back on. There we go, they go all over the place. So I'm just going to make sure that that is all inside the frame like that, and then I'm going to take off my release tape. So I've already glued the acetate down on the frame ahead of time, just to make this a little bit shorter video. Right, now they're escaping, so I'm going to try and get on the top, because I want to get this close as I can. So I'm going to just push the actual foam tape in a little bit. It's gone a little bit too close to the edge, really. That's it. So that's how the shaker tag will work. So the cake will spin round and you'll have got the bits there. So I'm going to put on here, I've got the Blushing Bride metallic ribbon. So I'm going to thread this through, hopefully. I can get this all the way through. I've got a, where's my pokey tool? I want something to poke it through with. Here we go. So I've got a scorer on here. So is that, yeah. Let's see if I can poke this through. Otherwise I will have to thread it through with a needle. Oops. This is the trouble with this one, it flicks on and off. I'm not getting anywhere, am I? might have to just getting it stuck. I'm frightened to ripping my card actually. Right, I think I'll just have one more attempt, and if it won't go through then it will be the needle threading time, and I won't waste your time on camera doing that if I can't get it through. Yeah, so I will do that off camera, so I'm just going to thread that through off camera. Okay, so that's number one. And then number two, the same tag I've taken, I'm going to have the balloons, and I've got another party cake that went with it, and then I've got the top to go on it. So again, I'm going to go round and put all my tape on here. Now I'm going to learn the lesson and come a little bit further in, so I'm not quite going to go to the edge this time. I'm going to come a little bit further in. I think I went too close to that edge this time, so I'm not going to do that now because I haven't made one up. I don't know. No, it's going to fall, and it was just a bit too close, so I'm going to bring that in a little bit, and that's better. So I'll show you on I'll lift it up and show you how far I have actually gone to the edge in a minute. So that there, and we need a little bit more for that. It's about that size. Let's see if I can squash that in there. So I've gone a little bit further away. That's a bit more, that side is what I'm after really. Will this pull up? No, so I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, and again I'm just going to do the top as well, so every bit, just like the dimensionals, you can use. So I'm using that, the top bit here. Now if I stuck that too close, that'll do. Okay, so I'm going to peel this back. This will come off. There we go, get rid of the release tape. Okay, and leave that little bit there. Right, so I need to glue this down. So, oh dear. Oh, nearly in a state. Okay, so just glue the back piece. So this has already been done with the to and from. So I will show a picture of it all completed so you can see them with the ribbon in when I take the photograph of the box. So we'll put these in here, and oops, the other way around, let me do that. There's the cake in there, and then let's get some, see, no, I've done it again, haven't I? I want to put it on here. That one's gone there, and then put the sequins on there. Okay, so I'm going to get some sequins in there, just get them away from the edge. So make sure it goes away from the edge, then come over the top and line it up again. Let's try it from the top. There we go, and then round. So that's shaker number 2. So the cake will shake, and the cake doesn't seem to be moving at the minute, but the cake should. Did that something come out then? But that's Kate will move. So that's 2 done. And then I thought I'd do some with the Buddy Bonanza. So again, exactly the same acetate. Oh, and I've used, to cut out to make the frame, I've actually cut out using the second up of the stitched framelets from the big section. So right, where have I done this up? Right, so again, I'm going to put this going across, leave a little bit of a gap. Should keep things out of the way to stop them sticking. Okay, then down the side. That's it. And then down the other side. And then going across the bottom. And I just need a tiny bit more. So let's see how much. I think it's about that size. So, oh no, a bit too much. Just stick that in. And then this can go either side at the top. So let's do that right at the top. And just a little bit there. Okay, and that can go back on your sheet. So put those, bring it. So I've used, again, say the to and from, and what side? No, I decided on this side, didn't I? Liked that. So I'm gluing this down. So that's going to go on there. Just make sure it's absolutely. And then my bird is going to go, my pecan on top. So I cut that out of the DSP. And then sprinkle some of the sequins on top. I'm going to make him go sideways, oops, to be a bit smaller, so that I can release my DSP. Release my DSP. Release the tape from the strips, my foam strips. And that, and then go over the top again. There we go. So I know what I've done. Same with this one. I've stopped him moving because I've actually, I think, probably caught him on the tape. So he's not shaking now. But eventually it might come loose. So I'm going to put the green ribbon, or the, well, it's got that kind of green in. So I'm going to go for the green. So I'm going to put 2 through. And this is an easier one because it's not, I thought I'd seen my scissors then. Got them somewhere around. My ribbon scissors. I'm sure I've just been cutting with them. I'll take them out of the box. ribbon scissors. Where are you? No, I have got a brand new, oh, I've put them down on the seat. That's helpful. So let's see, we don't need quite as much as that. So take some back. That I think is enough. So do about that. And then bring it back over the top. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut them at an angle. There we go. So that's the shaker tag for that, and that would be just how I do the ribbon for the pink ones as well. So you've seen one ribbon. So this one, I've got the lion on this one, and let's glue this down. So gluing this down. So all you really need is the tag cutting out 3 times. So one with your backing of your DSP, one on some white or very vanilla cardstock. So this goes on the back as your background, and then you've got your to and your fro on the back. You need your tag where you cut out your piece and you put your acetate on, and I've glued that on. Then I've cut out my lion, and then you just go round again just like I did before with your foam tape. And then going down the edge. And this bit I'll save for, can go on the top. I'll just do that at an angle this time. Oops. There we go. That can go at an angle. And just bring another strip in. So this is great, this strip. It's just so easy to do it with this strip because it just fits down so nicely. Fits in place, easy to do. And then just across the bottom. Ooh, that's a bit iffy. Hope that it's not going to cause leakage. I've not done that quite as good as what I wanted to. And I want some at the top, don't I, as well? So I'll put that on an angle there. There. Okay, and then we want some sequins going over the top. Put the tiger in, iron in as much as we can, and then peel off our release tape. As I say, I'm using, unfortunately, DSP you can't now get. If you particularly wanted to make this one, then I might have some that I can give to my customers. There we go. So the idea is the tiger, he doesn't seem to want to move either. I don't know whether it's static. I might have got it static, and it might come eventually. So again, I'm just going to thread this through. This is the easier of the 2 tags, and this was the Buddy Bonanza tag. So this is a lot easier to thread through because it's got that big piece at the top. So there we go. Okay, and then cut the ribbons at an angle. Okay, so they're 4 shaker tags, 4 shaker tags that I've made to fit in the box. I'm going to see if they will fit in. They're just, you can only really get 4 shaker tags in, so that's that. Right, so now for the cards, what is it? I have decided to go to the Hello Dear Friend. So we're using the Hello Dear Friend card kit, and what I thought I'd do is show you how to make the ones up that they show you in the catalogue. And I've got 2 there. Yes. Such thick cards. Look, I thought I'd got 2 there. That's really good. So I'm just going to crease this and use my bone folder to crease this down. So this is the one with the lovely purple foliage on the back. Then you need a piece of the I want to say acetate, and it's not vellum. So I'm going to stick mine around the outside. Now in the pack, because it's an all-inclusive set, you actually get glue dots, so you can use your glue dots to put this down. I'm just using my glue because I'm hoping that it will not show. So I think on earlier vellum that I've tried, it's okay. So you just pop that down, and then you use your dimensionals to pop this up. So I've got my dimensional somewhere here, hiding underneath there. So we're just going to pop this flower onto some dimensionals. So this choose a few to, and of course you get the dimensionals in the pack to be able to stick it up on dimensionals. There we go. So I've used 4 to stick it up, and then all you've got to do is just position it. Just look where your tag is. So the tag's going to go on the top, and I'm going to do it at an angle like that. There. And then we're just going to have thank you on here. So the kit, of course, comes with the tags, and it comes with your sentiments. So it's got a lovely font for thank you, and you get the Misty Moonlight stamping block with it. So everything comes with it to do it. So I'm going to just ink up my thank you. Make sure that that is really inked up, and then just position it on your label. And then click it down, and it's lovely. Thank you. So just cover my ink spot, and that again can go up on dimensionals. Now it doesn't need, because it's going to sit on here, it doesn't need the dimensionals everywhere on this one. So you just put dimensionals on either side. So I'm just going to put it right at the very end on this one. Oh, that's gone. It came off and flipped over and stuck on the wrong side. There we go. Just tuck that in a bit, and then right at the very end there, and then just peel the backs off, and then position that so that you've got equal increments. I'm going to let the stalk show through the bottom, So just get those, make sure it's straight. And that's just so simple and so lovely. That adorable. Okay. Now, I thought with that one, I would also show you an alternative. So same card base. And this time I'm using a couple of gold sprigs. And this is also the flowers from the set. But I've going to use a big pink flower instead of doing this. So this is the card that you would make 4 of or 3 of those. I'm just going to crease this down again, and this time I'm going to put it this way round, and we'll have the thank you. So we'll put the thank you on again, but I'm going to put it at the right hand side this time. So just going to pop that on there, going to ink up again. My thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just checking. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to put little note. So just going to clean my stamp. So just clean my thank you up. And then just remove that. So if you've been following my videos, you will have seen that I've done quite a lot with this set. I just love the kits, particularly the all-inclusive kits, that you get everything to make your project. Now, how Stampin' Up's doing it now is, instead of it being in the annual catalogue like this one was, or the mini catalogues, they are doing a separate online kits. So you can buy. Now I've got a kit coming, I don't know what it's called, My Anchor or it's something on them lines. I can't remember what it's called now, but I will show it you when I get it, which will be after my birthday, because it's a birthday present from my son and daughter-in-law. So let's see, just making sure it's well inked. So it's great because as I say, with this particular kit, you get everything that you need to make the project. Now, I show you alternatives, and sometimes I add bits, but you can just make what's in the kit and how the kit says, or you can make it in your own way, but just use the things that's in the kit. So all I've done to add something different to this kit is just these gold leaves. But if you bought this set, I would send you some of these gold leaves so that you could create what I've created. Okay, so here we go with the card. I've put it on one side. I'm going to put the just a little note that is going to go on dimensionals. So I'm going to make sure that I've got one in each corner like that, one in each corner here, and then I'm going to put 2 in the middle, and then that will just support this beautifully. So you even get these that I'm using, you even get a stamp, you get these dimensionals. So you get a packet of little packet of dimensionals, you get the glue dots to put on, so you get everything that you need. Now I'm just going to approximately put this, so I'm going to see, I want it down here, I'm going to go a little bit down there. I might take it a little bit further down, so I'm looking for an equal increment there and there. Commit to it. Now this is being supported by this part, but you'll need it, the rest of it that's coming off, you'll need to support it. But first of all, I'm going to show you how I stick my leaves on. So I like to get a bit of tearing tape on the back, and we're going to have the leaves. I just need to see where I'm going to position my leaves. So if I have my flower coming in, see, like that, I might want to stick a leaf coming over there like that, and do I want my leaves together, or do I want to bring my rose down a little bit further so that I can tuck my leaves in? Just let's see. Oh. See where I want them. So do I want them coming into here? Yes, I want them something like that. So this part I want now to stick the tear and tape on. So I'm just going to hold that in my fingers, twist it so that I can see that it's the same part, and then tear it off. That's why it's tear and tape, that you can tear. And then I'll just peel the back off, hold it in position, and then I can just pop my leaves. Hang on, let me grab it again. So put my leaves putting down there, so something like that. So I can let go of it and it's held it in position. And then I want leaf coming quite far down. Right, so they're my leaves, and I can pull it down a little bit so that it's not going over the cup. Now here it's not going to need dimensionals, but on the outside of this part it is. So I'm going to stick these on the edge of the flower because I know that that is not really being supported. So I'll pop them on the edges. And I'm going to put some glue on the back of here as well that will help hold that in position. So I'm going to bring it round again, lower enough, so I'm just hovering it above, making sure that my leaves coming down a bit. Did I have it a bit more that way, bit more that way? Okay, so it'll be all right if it fractionally, like it's going just tiny bit there and a tiny bit there, but that will be fine in the card. So that is an alternative that I've just used the pink rose from that, and that, so that's two made there. Then for the one that's like the card, I think it's this one. Is it this one? I think it is. I ought to have put my, I think it's like this, so it comes either side, and I'm just putting that going to be on there. I'm actually just going to double check, so I'm showing you right. Yeah, that is it. Yeah. So it's hello dear friend on this, so we'll stick hello dear friend. So let me clean up, what have I done with my block? Just a little note, so I'm going to clean this up. And it's a beautiful font set, this. Just, I love the font on it, so pretty. I often, because when you finish making all the cards in the kit, you'll end up with the stamps, ink left, and quite often you find that there are bits of these left and the labels left, so you can go on to make other things. So it gives you quite a lot of different things, opportunities to make different things. Right, I've got to be careful because I've got some ink down there. So again, and this is lovely card, this is lovely stiff card, so high quality card on this kit. Right, so it's got this background. I'm then going to do Hello Dear Friend. So let's ink up Hello Dear Friend. So this one is this. So let's get Hello Dear Friend. And if you notice, I'm using a stamping mat because the stamping mat just cushions. Because these are photopolymer, you're better off with cushioning so that it stamps well. Sometimes it'll stamp okay with using just stamping it on. Sorry, am I wobbling you? But so that you're more guaranteed of a good clear image. If you're using the red rubber, the cling stamp, so that's not, I'm not happy with that. I'm just going to test this one because I think I've probably not used this, and you find when you've not used them, they come with a film on, and you often find that it doesn't print very well. Yeah, so I'm just going to rub that a minute. That I usually rub them on the back of my hand. You'll have seen me do that before, but it helps take the film off. So go back. So my advice to you is always pre-stamp, like I've just done then. If you stamp, make sure that you're getting a good image. So I'll do that again. So I'll bring it in here and see what the stamp is like now. Perfect. So you can see now that I did it first and it wasn't as good, but now it's beautiful. Okay, and that is because when the stamps are made, they come with like a film on, and you'll often see me run them across the back of my hand if I'm using it for the first time. So you can do that, or just like I've done, always stamp them first on just some photocopier paper before you do your label. Now, of course, there's two sides to the label, and they do give you spare labels. So if you do make a mistake, you can go back and redo that on something else. Right, now let's have a look. I think that's in the middle, but up a little bit. So let's go for that. And just hold it a second or two, lift up, there we go, lovely. Okay, so I can clean that up now. Just put that there. Right, so we need the actual flower that's going to be here, and that is going to stick on the top there. Yes, got that right. Going to stick on the top there, coming down. So this is quite high, the label is quite high and in the middle, and then we're going to have the flowers. So this time flowers, they are the leaves, sorry, these are the leaves. So what we need to do this time, instead of using the flower to pick up the leaves, we are going to put, make sure I've got it on the right place, we're going to put some tear and tape on the back of the label this time. So we want some that side and some this side. I think I've got that in the right position. Okay, and just finish those down and then pick it off. And then you face it towards you, hold it above to position it and see where you want your flowers. So they are coming down. So I'm going to stick them there. Yeah, that works. Oopsie daisy. So let's see, put it there, and we want them to come about there. So I can then press and let go. So that is secure now, so I can see what I'm doing. And we're going to do the same at the other side. So I'm going to hover there, it's going to be at the top, and these come in down but not on the edge of the card. So there again, we've got that. That's going to be lovely in position there. And now we can go and stick our dimensionals on the back. Now this is where you put dimensionals on top of your leaves, and this will make sure that they're held securely in place. I'm going to put it down there, and I've put quite a few on this. Really don't perhaps need as many as what I've put on, but I'm making sure it's well supported. So just take off the backs, and these come with beautiful envelopes that's got a green lining in, and I often on other kits I've used the envelopes as DSP because the envelopes are such good quality that you can use those for DSP as well. So we're going to position this near the top, and I'm looking for it being central or near enough central, and there we go. And then this, we only need, let's have a look. Yeah, that is the size. We only need dimensionals on the outside, so I'm only going to put a couple of dimensionals, and these are going to be on the lower parts, and just stick a little bit of glue on the top, peel off those, and then position that there, angle, and there. And that is the card that goes with the set. That's what they show you to do. Right, so I'm now again going to give you an alternative. I am going to turn the card. Did I put it in this way? So I've got the purple one, so I'm going to have my leaves come in onto my flower this time, and then my sentiment coming out there. So what I'm going to do is pick up, because I want it that way, I want some tear and tape on that side and tear and tape on the opposite side. Just want to do those. Just then take that off. Got those there. So that's going to go out there, and I've got my leaves coming out there, and my leaves coming out there, and then I'm going to have my label coming out there. Okay, so I can put this on dimensionals. So again, I'm going to go over where the leaves are. Not going to put as many on this time, so that will be approximately there. And then I'm just going to again do this one as thank you. So bring that back in and pick up my fonts and bring out thank you again. So thank you, and take away hello dear friend, and put this back on the block, then pick up this. So the thank you, I'm just going to offset to the right, so just really do this. So turn it around, and so this is going to be close as I can to this side. There we go, and click that down, there we go, and put that ready to clean. Bring this back in, and then we'll put this also up on dimensionals. So just going to put one at either end. I think I'll actually put one in the middle. There we go. So that's there. Going to roughly position over there, there. So I'll put it there, and then we'll peel off the dimensionals on the back. Oh, I have forgotten to actually burnish this card, so just excuse me before I do this and can't do it. So just in the nick of time. So we'll get that again. That's going to go bring that in. I think that's okay. There we go. So another card done. We could have put some a bow on here. Oh, I was supposed to put a bow on the other one. Never mind. So it's not got a bow, the other one, but it doesn't matter. We're supposed to put a bow on that one. I forgot about that. But they're my 4 cards that I've done. 2 of the originals and 2 of what I have chosen. Right, so these now will fit into our box, and the beautiful envelopes that go with them that have got the lovely green inside. So they're in there now. Okay, so the actual we've got our shaker tags, our little cards, and our other cards, our notepad, and our stamp holder, and our pen, and then we've got our lid. So I'm just going to decide on which way round I want my box lid. Do I want it that way round, or is it that way round? So let's have another look. I don't think it really matters which way round, but I'm going to go for the other way round. So what I'm going to do now is the tear and tape. I'm actually going to sit it down, and I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape right in the middle. So I'm trying to get this as straight as I can in the middle, and I'm going to go round the corner. So I've gone round the corner, and then I'm going to come right onto the front and go, this is where we hope we meet, and then at the side there round the corner, and then I'm going to cut this. So wanna see my scissors? I've buried them. I'm gonna just do that. There we go. So that I'm just going to burnish down that there, and then we'll start with the back and bring that forward. Now I've got 2 types of ribbon, but I decided to do it, I want to do it in the big gold ribbon. So I'm going to make sure, just roughly, actually I don't need to do that, do I? So roughly going to go like that. So that's that. Okay, so what we're going to do, thank you, I'm going to pop that the centre as much as I can, like that, and then we've got the side, so we're going to come to the side, and then let's take this side off as well, and bring this around as well, and this is where we're hoping that it meets okay in the middle. So I'm going to remove this, pop that, and bring this round as well. So I want it to meet, oops, want it to meet exactly in the middle. So I think that looks about right. So I'm gonna just pop it a bit further along this side, and I will cut, and then just make sure that didn't look right. And cut that off there. So I'm not happy with that. That doesn't seem to be the same. So hopefully get it, just let's get it round to about the same. That seems to be a bit too high there. Make it down a bit lower. That. So you've just got to just play with it a little bit to get that more or less on there. Just go over it and stick it down. And then I'm going to tie a bow. So stick down this way. So we'll tie a bow. Okay. So let's make it as neat as we can. There we go, and that is going to pop on the side there. So what I'm going to do is get some large, I've got some 10mm glue dots, so I'm going to use the large glue dot on the back in the middle. I think, yeah, I'll commit to that. So put the large glue dot on, and then that is going to go straight over where the join is. So I'm not trying to get this in the centre. I want it to be off to one side. Okay, and just cut your ribbon, and then I'll take it off and really press it down. Okay, so that's the box now at the front. So that's how it looks. Open up, and we have got our stamp pocket, our pen, our notepad, our shaker tags, our cards, and you saw all the cards I made the other day. So that is the finished one. I just might do something with this, but I'm not going to stay on camera to do it. We're going to leave it there, and I will take the photographs. So thank you very much for watching. Appreciate that you've stopped by. If you're watching on my YouTube channel, please subscribe and press the notification button for any more uploads so you don't miss them. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and if you like any of the products that I use in my videos, please get in touch with me. There'll be a link back to my Facebook page, business page, that has my shop on, so that you can shop directly with me. I always send a thank you gift with every single order, and if you get in contact with me and I give you a host code, then you get more Stampin' Up rewards. So thank you very much, and goodbye. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.